Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you all know, it is a month of January and is about to end. There's a lot of tragic events happening in this month of January. The one that really speaks hard to me right now is the coronavirus, also known as the Wuhan virus. Although I'm wearing a jacket and mask right now, rest assured you that I'm not in a very sick condition. I'm just using this for preventive measures. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification down below to follow on my channel. Since I'm really not that good in animation, why not I explain this through this board game? It all begins in the city of Wuhan, that's between Beijing and Shanghai. It all started out in the wet market of Wuhan, where there's a slurry of meat and vegetable bacteria cross-contaminating with each other. As you all know, that raw meats and vegetables that cannot be combined together, and it is considered to be very unhygienic. As the day begins in the wet market, everything seems to be fine and dandy. Everyone is doing their trade as per normal. Unfortunately, there could be one or two people at that time that were feeling not too well and decided to move on. So they decided not to be diagnosed in the hospital. Instead, they decided to continue on with their daily lives. One of the traders started to collapse in the market. That's where the epidemic began. During that time, the hospital and the researchers team decided to investigate into the Wuhan virus. And they do not know what is that kind of virus. Since there's no Wuhan in the map, so we're going to put this virus between Shanghai and Beijing, somewhere around this area. While the researcher team is trying to research on their best, unfortunately this virus has spread really fast into Hong Kong, Taipei, Seoul, and Tokyo. In the meantime, in Wuhan, there's a quarantine specialist that came in, tried to protect the people, and rest assured that everybody is trying to be in the safe hands of the government. Unfortunately, this had failed. When this had failed, the contingency planner will come into play and try to make sure that the virus is safe from everyone. As the media leak out in the Wuhan virus has started to spread to parts of America, such as San Francisco, maybe Atlanta, Washington, and some part of Southeast Asia, which is in Singapore. Since there's not much in Singapore, I would say maybe near Jakarta area, and Singapore around here in Malaysia, and some part of the Southeast Asia which have not been known any reports. And on the 23rd of January 2020, we have heard a lot of news have been spread, and this has caused a small correction in terms of the market is panicking and it starts to fall in the short run. While they are investigating this kind of virus that occur, in the meantime, the research center in America, Johnson & Johnson's Research Center, which is trying to research on this kind of virus that occur. So there you go, the first stock that is going to be a potential in the returns. So there you go, a potential stock to research, Johnson & Johnson. In the meantime, Johnson & Johnson is in a fall due to a lot of lawsuits occur. You may want to consider this research in the stock market. While Johnson & Johnson in America is trying to make a research, in the meantime, in China Corporation here, they are trying to do their research on their telco communication. They are asking everyone to stay away from the cities and try to work from home in order to prevent the disease from spreading. So that's another counter that you might want to consider, is all the telecom companies. So another one that you might consider is like companies such as AT&T as well as Alibaba. As of now, there's about 7,783 cases that occur, which I'm looking right now in the live reports in the monitor screen. Let us hope that there's one day there's a cure. Currently, as of now, there's no cure for this virus. Hopefully, there's flu shot developed by Johnson & Johnson. This will be able to cure this virus in the nick of time. Overall, in the short term, I will see that there will be multiple industries that will be affected. From construction to hospitals, all the way down to the food staples, all the way down to agriculture, all the way down to technology, and so on and so forth. On the positive note, when I see this industry outlook, I would foresee that the telco companies may be improving. The second outlook would be on the healthcare sector. And finally, in my opinion, the last sector would be in the food staple industry. So do you think this pandemic will last long and forever? Leave it down in the comment below and I'll see you next time. Stay safe everyone.